everyone, and welcome to Start to Finish for Life is Strange. My name is Matt Boyer. This is episode 17? I'm a little behind in actually getting these edited, so I don't really know where I am, but this has got to be the final episode. I have a suspicion on what the final choice is going to be. I think it'd be pretty clear to anybody who's watching. I'm not going to voice it just yet, but if I'm correct, I know what my choice is. I know why that's my choice. And I want to talk about it during the credits. But right now, we need to see what is going on with this storm. My name is Matt Boyer. I'm recording this on Election Day in the United States of America in 2016, in case someone finds these after we've been reduced to a smoking crater. And so my thought of coming back into a game that has freaked me out, given me nightmares, and made me cry on the internet, be a nice break from how I feel today. Let's go! Ah! I have to open the soda. I'm sorry.
Max, can you hear me? Please say something.
Oh God.
I must have passed out.
Oh, thank God. Don't you ever do that again, okay?
I swear. But that nightmare was so real. Was so horrible.
I had to hide from so many stupid people. Okay, the lighthouse is already broken. That's good. Bad? Good? Bad? Probably bad. Maybe it's good.
This is my storm. I caused this. I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything. And all I really created was just death and destruction.
Fuck all of that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me, which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing. Max. This is the only way.
I feel like I took the shot 1,000 years ago.
Okay, that's why the game decided she kept the photo. She just liked it.
You could use that photo to change everything right back to when you took that picture. All that would take is for me to...
Fuck that. No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me.
I know. You prove that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom. Look what she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even my stepfather deserves her alive. There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live. Way more than me.
Don't say that. I won't trade you.
You're not trading me. Maybe you've just been delaying my real destiny. Look at how many times I've almost died or actually died around you.
That's a good point.
Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me.
Like the train scene.
I know I've been selfish, but for
Weird.
once, I think I should accept my fate. Our fate.
Chloe.
Max, you finally came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
Chloe, I can't make this choice.
No, Max. You're the only one who can.
I was right. Okay. And of course, seeing the scene leading up to it gives me pause. Either way, the choice I'm being asked to make here is to invalidate a tremendous amount of what has come. And even though now, in the moment, I'm faltering. As luck would have it, over the last 2 days, I don't remember if it was this morning. It was this morning. It was this morning because this morning I put up episode 14. And I listened to myself talk about how I felt upon finding Rachel's body. I don't necessarily feel that the choice I am about to make is the correct one, or what the game wants me to do. There have been times in the past, there's one time in the past, absolutely, where I was given a choice in a video game that I've recorded on here, that I made the choice that I know the game needed me to make, but it wasn't my choice. And in another game that I played, Dragon Age Inquisition, there was a choice that I made in support of having the richest gaming experience all the way through. But that were I making that choice, me, Matt Boyer, I would not have done that. In this game, I've tried to do what I feel to be the right thing in all instances. I still feel, in some way, I may not be doing the correct thing, but I'm doing the right thing. This is my decision. I will live with it.
Max, it's time.
Not anymore.
Max, I'll always be with you. Forever.
Sunshine for everyone, but as far as I can remember, we've been migratory animals, living under changing weather. Someday we will foresee obstacles through the blizzard, through the blizzard. Today we will sell our uniform, live together, live together.
Okay. Let's talk about that a little bit. Setting aside for the moment my feelings on the nature of that choice, which I'll get to. The parts of this game that broke me the hardest all centered around Chloe. The part where I cried. I have cried at video games before. I sobbed like a baby at To the Moon, which is a great game. Maybe buy it, but don't play it. I don't know. Play it. It's really good. It's a hell of a thing. I think I'm about to be boarded by a cat. He's looking at me. That broke me savagely. Finding Rachel's body and having to listen to Chloe and comfort her in that moment also broke me. And earlier in this episode, the call with the tornado wiping everything out. Savage. The entire thing, savage. So the idea of going back to the beginning and undoing it all. I'm assuming that Nathan would still get apprehended. I'm assuming that we could stop Jefferson, whatever. That's good. That's absolutely good. But a whole lot of at what cost? Like, I don't necessarily know that I can divorce this from the matter of the choice. Okay, that's really good, that's really good, that's really good. The Sid Matters bit where it's backwards. That's really good! That's a good bit of credits. I'm glad I saw that. Okay, so that's a shit choice, okay? Like, I really like this game. Life is Strange has been one of the best experiences of my gaming life. I almost said gaming career as if that's a thing that I have. That's not what I have. And I think Chapter 4, without a doubt, is the high point. Like, every single one of those episodes ended with me feeling uncomfortable and through the emotional ringer, and I adored it for that. I think Chapter 5 kind of fell apart for me. So, having this be all my choice, I think, is unfair. Having it be all my fault is unfair, I feel. And I don't feel that I got the correct payoff from the fact that the fucking deer was behind it. Because, so I guess that was Rachel wanting justice? But the idea of there being no way to fix this in a way that was okay, like, I just don't agree with that. And I think a little bit of me was putting my foot down because I felt like the narrative wanted me to sacrifice Chloe. And the fact that that ending was about 90 seconds, I can't imagine the other ending is also 90 seconds. If I had to guess, we would get one of those savage, all the photos change and break your heart over and over again. I know I'm not really making a lot of coherent sense right now, because I'm working through a lot of things, I think, as I think about this, as I ruminate on the consequences of my actions. So narrative disappointment I have is that after all of those choices that I've made, the game hinges on a single choice at the end that makes a lot of the choices that I made up until that point irrelevant. In fact, it makes all of them irrelevant. All those lives that I tried to touch and change and help people find a way through their issues, I can either invalidate them all by having the town get wiped out, or I can invalidate them all by going back in time and not making any of them. I feel like the ending of this game really fell down. It does disappoint me. I'm not saying I have to have the Suikoden ending, which longtime viewers will know is my most favorite thing of all time, where you get to see how you helped everybody from the very beginning to the very end, and here's what they all did. If we had one of those for this, it would be Victoria Chase died in a hurricane. Warren, I don't remember Warren's last name, died in a hurricane. I guess they were really trying to trend something with the idea of a romance between Max and Warren, and boy, I never felt it. I never felt it at all. I felt like there was a very awkward, one-sided crush there, and I think that's how I attempted to play it. The idea of going to the movie with him, I didn't think was going to be a date, because I went to movies with my friends in high school all the time, and even the ones that I kind of hoped were going to be a date absolutely weren't dates. And I think also I saw way too much of myself in high school in Warren, and in so doing, knew that I was not a good person to be on dates with at the time. And it's like, I should just not... Don't give me an inch. Don't do anything to help me. So, I mean, he was never going to get anything but a hug. And the fact that there was the kiss in there was almost a little surprising. Not that I don't like the guy. I like the guy a lot. Warren is a good dude. He was a very good friend. And I hate that I'm saying was. That's not how he deserves to go out. That's not how anyone in this game really deserves to go out. If those bottles in that horrible stealth sequence weren't just for an optional photo and actually are contingent on the ending of the game, I would be really upset. Almost a 50-50 split. So that's overall, and those are my friends. I don't have a lot of friends that play this game. It's somewhere between 10 and 15. I feel way better. And that's back from the beginning. So I don't need to go all the way back to the end. So, man. I think this says something for maybe the types of people that I have managed to surround myself with over the years. If any of that noise got picked up, it was a cat jumping on a keyboard. I feel like sacrificing Chloe was the right thing to do for the narrative, but sacrificing Arcadia Bay was the right thing to do for the characters. And I'm all in on characters. Like, when I said what made me so upset in the wake of finding Rachel's body, wasn't it, like, I don't think the game had betrayed its characters at that point, but that is words. That's what had me so invested throughout the whole process. And the moments that are going to stay with me forever, a lot of them are represented in that sprint through my memories that I did, which was kind of three things. One, I didn't want to be confronted with all that again. Two, I was running out of time. And three, I'd seen all of that. Again, that would work really well for people that were coming to Chapter 5 like 8 months after they started Chapter 1, which is great. I mean, I think that part was really well done. It's just not what I wanted, and I also wanted to never see the stuff with Chloe in the wheelchair ever again. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. That entire chapter. Chapter 4 is so good. Chapter 4 is so good. It's like the best 3 hours of video game I've ever played. It's like that, and Journey, and the bit where you're rescuing Hollow Bastion from the Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 2, and you get to fight alongside all of the Final Fantasy characters, and you think Goofy dies, and then Mickey throws the cloak off, and he's got his Keyblade, and he is going to fuck some shit up. I'm not even joking. That's in my top 3 sequences of all time in video games. That's the best part of Kingdom Hearts 2. I've just spoiled it for you. Whatever. That game came out in 2004. Get over yourselves. He said, because he's played Kingdom Hearts 2 at least 10 times. And I want to... Oh, David getting it. How do you keep David from getting a scar? David killed okay, Jefferson. I did save the trucker. I saved Evan. I saved Alyssa. I saved the fisherman. I didn't talk to Joyce. I told the truth about Rachel to Frank. 68% of people kiss Warren. I didn't. Katie, don't go behind there. That's bad for you. Friends. 66% of my friends hugged him, or did 33% did nothing. 1% kiss. I love seeing the differences between the people on my friends list that have played this. And like that, I feel like that is the biggest switch, is the bit at the ending and then what to do about Warren. That's really interesting to me. I hope it's been interesting to those of you who have been watching as well. I'm going to hit exit in a minute and see if we get any kind of post-credit stinger. My suspicion is not. Okay. So I want to think a little bit more. I've got time. I mean, this is going to be a really short video. This is yet another game that I've played that I have stopped for whatever reason literally minutes away from the ending and then picked it up the next day to go, oh, the game's over. So I want to talk a little bit because that's interesting for people to listen to and just stare at a screen and listen to a dude talk. Although, I guess if you've come this far, you're probably into that. I actually thought these last people... Like, is the trucker always there? I thought some of these people wouldn't be here because of choices I made. Like, maybe Evan would have been somebody else instead of Evan. Okay. Thing I liked. Chapter 4. I know I'm stating that a lot, but Chapter 4 I thought was incredible. From the very beginning to the very end. I felt like they paid off on their narrative completely there. The investigation was really fun. It was neat to kind of get... I like... It almost felt tactile in a way. Like, even though I was just using the control stick and clicking A every now and then and occasionally B to go back, I felt like I was really doing some investigating. Like, that wasn't just find the thing and put it in the spot. It may have just been find the thing and put it in the spot. But it was like, okay, no, I identified his truck. So I knew which truck was his. I knew how to find it. I knew how to match that up to figure out where he was. And like, and in that, I felt like I learned a lot of what was going on. No, don't go on the laptop. Silly kitty. Like, that part was just really satisfying. And coming out of the vision, the whole bit with Chloe in the alternate present was some of the most gut-wrenching stuff I've ever seen in a video game. I'm going to hit exit and keep going. I'm going to keep talking over that, but I want something to happen, and maybe we can get some background music again. It's just the ending. And then I get pictures of... That says Season 1 on it. Are they going to make a Season 2? Alright. So I really like... I also kind of like the fact that not everyone's personal story got resolution. Like, I don't really... And I'm mostly thinking of a lot of the students in the... Are you gonna say that got Kate killed? Fuck you, game. But like, you don't get to see everyone's personal story all the way through. Like, I don't know what happens. I don't know what actually happens to Juliet when you follow all the way through. I don't know what happens to Trevs and all those. But like, dropping in and out of their lives is definitely a thing of the time, and that's interesting. I feel like that was a good job. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted looking at them listing their awards out at the bottom, and that's cool. I really don't like that ending choice. I'm having a little trouble getting past it. I don't at all think that it invalidates anything that came before, in as much as my feelings on the game. I'm still going to look at Life is Strange very fondly. Very fondly. Like, it's probably in my top 10 ever. Just from the emotions it caused. That lists like Kingdom Hearts 2, Suikoden 2, Life is Strange, Journey, Super Mario World, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 12, and WWF No Mercy. I don't know what else is on that list. I don't know if that's actually on that list, but I've played that game a lot. Soul Calibur. A lot of things that I can't do STS for because I've already played them. I'm trying to remember what was in all these chapters. But yeah, like, the choice of the picture there, I'm pointing at the screen, this is terrible, of Chloe and Max on the train tracks with their hands right next to each other, like, that's just a beautiful, beautiful scene. I don't agree with the fact that the storm was caused by me. That felt like a cop-out. Like, having Rachel be a druid probably would have been worse, but I don't think that was a fair narrative payoff for what was happening. I also felt that Rachel was way more involved as the spirit of the deer than the game ultimately assigned to her. Yeah, I feel like I don't feel like I got the right payoff on Rachel and the spirit deer. I do not like the explanation for the storm. Like, I kind of like the idea of like the reality starting to rip and bleed together, but I guess I do like that. I guess that's just like the only way to fix it being kill everyone you know or kill the only person you've ever really cared about. I guess my parents wound up okay. That's weird. This game is incredible. This game was incredible. I absolutely feel that. And I'm going to remember those high points for all my life. Yeah, my favorite moments of this game are really the small character moments. Like sitting and watching Blade Runner with Chloe. Or lying in bed and taking the selfie. Or just poking at shit. Just going up and finding, clicking, like, what's this? And playing the guitar. And playing the guitar in the morning. We know that rabbit's okay, though. That rabbit's fine. Game for Change winner. I feel like I've heard of that, actually. Alright. That is going to do it for Life is Strange. Of the games that I've played on here, it is definitely the one that has sparked, I think, the most internal thought. And external thought, I suppose. I think it has among the very highest of highs that I've played, and got me to talk a little bit about what frustrates me in games and what doesn't, and what frustrates me in stories. Okay, and this just sends it back in. I guess I can go back and get optional pictures. That's not really a thing I care about. I missed 4 optional photos in the nightmare, and that's fine. That nightmare was cool. Weird, but cool. This whole thing, yeah, I guess I could find out what the option. No, you know, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just thought about going back in and playing from that spot right there, and let the choice play out. And you know, I'm sure some people watching this would want to know what that is, and I do apologize. You're not going to get it from my video. I've made the choice that I've made, and I'm comfortable with it. And I don't want to. This is one time I don't want to see what the alternate would have been. This has been start to finish for Life is Strange. I do not know what is next, but I will be back. It's probably not going to be another horror game. I was right. This is a horror game. but it's been marvelous. I've had a wonderful time. I hope you have as well. And have a wonderful rest of whatever it is you're doing. And I will see you again. Goodbye. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed Start to Finish for Life is Strange, and maybe you've enjoyed the other things we've done here at Start to Finish, like our short videos on Hakuoki Warriors, like the entire Suikoden series, which you can check out at the L channel and the new channel, and then this series here, plus whatever we're going to do in the future. If you want to help me out, if you want to support me, if you want to do something to help me keep making videos like this, then what you can do is you can get involved in your local community or find a charity or something like that to donate to and support. What I'm going to be doing from here on out, starting now, and with every other video I do from here, is for every video I put up, I'm donating $2 to either a local charity, a national charity, or an organization that can do a lot of help for people that need it. For this series, I've donated $34, $2 per the 17 episodes that we've done, to the It Gets Better Foundation, which I also might be getting the name of the It Gets Better Project. I don't know, but it's the charity devoted to helping LGBTQ, not good with that acronym yet, I apologize. I just want to make sure I get it all in order. But I've donated $34 to them to do what little bit I can. I'm fortunate enough to not need any kind of financial support or otherwise to do this, but a lot of people don't have that luxury. So please find something you can donate to, even if it's just your time, even if it's your money, whatever you can do to help out. We all can come together and make this world a better place. Thank you.